Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to me and my shadow. Hope everybody's doing well today. It has been a minute since I've been able to ride. It's a little bit misty and rainy this morning, but I've had one hell of a week. As you can see, we're getting a little condensation in the tank. So this will probably be a short ride, short video, but I just wanted to chat. Let's ride, guys. So, hopefully everybody has been doing very, very well. I have been doing awesome. It's been an interesting week. I won't bore you guys with too many details, but suffice to say, I am in teacher training. And that involves me doing classroom observation. Oh, let me tell you guys something. These guys are animals. It feels so good to get out here and ride. Once again, riding through my own front yard because I am the Lord and Master of my domain. It's a little chilly out today, so it might be a little bit of overkill, but I got my Moto winter gloves on. Guys, I have not been out on the motorcycle, well, in a week. I just simply have not had the time, so I cannot tell you how great it feels to be out here and how good it feels to shoot another video, be back out here with you guys again. From a safety standpoint, the roads are a little slick. Well, they're not slick, but they're a little wet, I should say. So from that standpoint and that option, we just want to take it a little bit more easy today. Not go too crazy. I feel like that kid in, oh, what's that show called? A Christmas Story. The younger brother gets dressed up by his mother with like 90 layers of coats on, so he stays warm. Can't put his arms down. I think the Ralphie kid says, my brother looked like a tick about ready to pop. That's about how I feel. I got 3 layers on today. So, I had a request from a viewer, a subscriber to the channel, who's a new rider. Thought we might talk a little bit about this today. And that is the art of the motorcycle wave. What the heck is the motorcycle wave anyway? Where did it come from? When do you do it? What's the proper etiquette per se? What's the, I don't know, the cool thing to do and then the uncool thing to do as far as motorcycle waves? And it's pretty interesting. I really never knew where the motorcycle wave came from, to be honest with you. So I did a little bit of research, and you know, it's online. You can see it. And I don't think anybody's 100% sure, but they think it originated with Harley Davidson. Harley and Davidson would both wave to each other as they passed each other on the road. And that's how the thing got started. Now, I'm going to include as an insert in this video some hand signal gestures that are pretty important, especially if you're going to plan doing group rides and stuff like that. So really, in a way, it breaks down into 2 separate types of hand signal maneuvers, I guess, or waves, or whatever. some are very important and you guys that have taken any motorcycle riding courses or anything like that should know, like, what it means if you're going to signal traffic. If you're going to make a left turn, you hold your arm out, straight out. And a right turn is your left arm out and then pointed up. And and you guys can take a look at this. It's kind of hard for me to demonstrate while I'm riding, but the weather's supposed to get crappier today, so I wanted to take advantage of as much time as I could to ride. So therefore, the professionalism of this video again will be lacking. There's some other ways that you can do as a courtesy to bikers. You can take your right foot and point it directly out like that, or your left foot and that, or you can point straight down like this with your hand. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. That indicates that there might be something in the road, like a really gnarly pothole, you know, a big speed bump coming up, or just something, some debris in the road, something to watch out for. So those are common courtesy things. Another thing is if you take your left hand and you tap on top of your head like this, on top of your helmet, that warns the oncoming motorcyclist that there is a police officer sitting down the road, or a speed trap, something like that. And then there's other ways besides just common signals that are used. I would say more or less like if you're group riding, if you're out with a buddy, you got somebody behind you, or if you are in a group riding situation and you're leading the pack, so to speak. I personally do not do a lot of group rides. I'm kind of a solo rider. Basically, it's because I don't really have anybody to ride with in my area that I know of. And so if you are in my area and you'd love to go out for a ride, hey, hit me up and let me know. I'd love to go for a ride with you guys. But anyway, I digress off that. My poor loneliness is showing, isn't it? So there's some things that you can do as far as letting the other rider or riders know that you may need to do something. There's one that is obvious, and that's like pointing your left hand up to your mouth like this. And that's pretty obvious. That means you need a beer. No, I'm just kidding. Well, it means you need to stop to get a refreshment, take a break. You can also point to your tank. That says you need to stop for fuel. If you hold your hand up like this and you have two fingers up and you're in that means that the group should ride side by side. This means single file. This means slow down. This means everybody needs to speed up. And you'll see all these signals and gestures and stuff that I have researched in the insert in the video. You can always feel free to pause it. And you can always go online and look it up too. There's charts that show you these things. Some really good ones out there. So those are kind of some communications. And you know, honestly, a lot of the communications nowadays are done. Everybody's got the intercom systems, and you can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 riders on the same communicator, so everybody can speak to each other. You know, so there's technology out there that's kind of made this less. But if you ride a bike like me and you don't have a lot of fancy communication stuff, but you still want to go on bike rides, these are some ways that you can signal to your friends, your partners, your fellow riders that you want to stop and take a break, or that you need something to drink, or there's a cop there, or hey, slow down, there's a pothole in the road, or you know what I mean. There's just ways that you can communicate with each other without having a cardo pack or something along those lines. So they're good ones to know. But the philosophy of the biker wave is the other thing I wanted to talk about. There's definitely a philosophy involved with it. I mean, who do you wave to? When is it cool? the wave, more than anything else, is like a peace sign like this. I'm not doing it very well with my heavy gloves on, but like this, pointed down at the road at a 45-degree angle. Okay? It's kind of like the inverted, upside-down peace sign. And that's just kind of a signal to your fellow rider out there that you're acknowledging. It kind of means that you're in an exclusive club. And you see more and more bike riders out on the road, so it makes sense that you kind of know these things. Now, obviously, doing the biker wave and stuff like that when you're in traffic, or you're paying attention, you're shifting, you're braking, you're doing these things, don't do it. Only do it really when it's safe to do so. But it's just kind of a courtesy nod to somebody to say, hey, I acknowledge you. Hello, fellow biker. You know what I mean? It's just something that's kind of cool. And I do it to everybody. Scooters included. Matter of fact, I think I might make some people that ride a scooter's day by giving them the biker wave. The only ones that I really do not do it to, honestly, are bicyclists. And I got a problem with bicyclists. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I know, Puerto Rican Hammer, you're going to be mad at me. And I'm calling you out because you're one of those bicycle rider type people. But I just don't. I think bicycle riders have their own attitude and their own way of doing things. And to be honest with you, they do not need to be included in the motorcycle club. Sorry. It's just me. And I do apologize also for sounding all nasally and congested. That's because I am. I'm fighting off a wonderful cold that my son brought home to me. So I apologize for any nasalness and snorting that you may hear over this audio clip. But yeah, just a quick little video today in regards to that and when you should and shouldn't do it. Now there is one more that I'm forgetting, and that's the nod. You can do this. So let's say your hands are tied up, you're in the middle of grabbing your clutch to shift, or you're in the middle of that, you can do this nod. I mean, you don't have to do it that dramatically. You can just do a head tip to them and nod to them. They may or may not see it, but at least you know you did it, so you're not being a dick, right? In my opinion, and it's sport bike riders, it's cruiser riders, it's tour riders, it's pretty much anybody that rides a motorcycle, a three-wheeler, a moped, and any type of bike should show that common courtesy, in my opinion. So, say hello to a brother out there or a sister out there that's riding, man. I mean, it doesn't do you any harm to say hello to somebody that's out there enjoying the road the same way you are. The biker wave is something that is kind of like a fraternity, a brotherhood of acknowledgement that we are all out here, we all share the love. Oh yeah, the love of the same thing, which is riding motorcycles, guys. It only takes a second to do. And you know what? Don't be offended if the other guy doesn't wave back. I've had that happen. Just know that you are the one that initiated the wave and that you are the one that is being cool, right? You don't have to worry about if they decide to wave back, and you know what? They may not be paying any attention to you. They may not see you. They may be looking at a gauge. They may be having an issue. So, if you don't see a wave back, don't get offended. Just know that you have done the proper thing, acknowledging the person with proper etiquette. And letting them know, hey man, it's good to see you out here on two wheels, right? Or three, or two really small wheels on a moped. So, yeah, that's, and for those of you that care or don't care, I'm going to touch on what I did this week, which was classroom observations. I did everything from 6th grade. For those of you that don't know, I'm going to be I'm studying to become a teacher. I'm probably going to teach at the high school level. I'm going to teach history and social studies. That's the test I'm going to take for. But I was at a middle school all of this week getting my observation hours. There's a required amount of observation hours that you have to do, and I was getting those done. Let me tell you something, guys. Those kids, and most of you are parents, right, are actually really cool kids, most of them. To be honest with you, there's really, you think, oh, kids today, blah, 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 depending on your age, of course. But most of them are really cool. Most of them are just there, and they're out there in that jungle we call school. And things have changed quite a bit. So it was quite interesting. I noticed a big difference between 6th graders and 8th graders, I'll tell you that much, and the difference between the on-level, the regular classes, and those students that are in the higher, the AP classes, or the honors, English, math, science, stuff like that classes. And noticed a big difference in the teachers and all that. So it was a great learning experience. And to be real honest with you guys, I was really not 100% sure that teaching was what I wanted to do until I actually got into it and got some chances to help out in the classroom and just really see what it was like, and it's awesome. So that's what I've spent, and then I get to come home after doing 4 classes and write essays on each one. So that's what I've been busy with all week, and not really able to get out and ride at all. I've been going to school all morning and then coming home and writing essays into the evening, and that with life and everything else kind of keeps you busy. But anyway, I digress off all that. You guys don't really care about that, I'm sure. If you're still watching the video, that you are a true Me and My Shadow fan. If you are clicked off by now, it doesn't matter, does it? So anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. It's already gone 15 minutes. I can jabber, believe me. I'm going to wrap this one up. I hope everybody has a wonderful... Ooh, watch that gravel. There's a big patch of gravel there. I hope everybody has a really good day. I hope everybody enjoyed the video today. I hope everybody has had an opportunity to get out there and ride. We're going to continue some safety riding stuff in faster conditions. We're going to continue that. I'm going to do some interstate riding and show you guys all about that. Those of you that might be wondering about how to get out on the interstate, how to act, how to drive, what lane position, stuff like that. That's coming real soon. So everybody take care. That's all I've got for today. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I hope everybody had a great week and is going to have a wonderful weekend. I want to thank everybody that has watched and subscribed. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, if I have not earned your subscription, keep watching. I will. Don't worry. I will. And by the way, if you do decide to subscribe, if you do subscribe, you decide to, I won't tell anybody. It'll be just between you and me. Everybody have a wonderful day. Remember, guys, it is not what you ride, it's that you ride. Not ep.60 for Me and My Shadow. Signing out. You guys all have a great day.